All right, howdy folks, and welcome to Gridiron Live. Today we're just going to be streaming on YouTube. Had to do some things to figure that out, but I got it figured out, and so yeah, we should be live on YouTube. I can see the stream. Hopefully that is the case. See. Okay, I see that my window's opened. I think we're good. Alright, so it's been a while since we've played with the Toronto Raptors in the franchise mode. We left off in the playoffs. Round 1 was Toronto and Milwaukee, and we beat them. Just by a hair though, and then next game is Toronto and Orlando. Our next round is I got Patrick G Mafia in the chat. The chat's gonna look a little bit different. It's not gonna be as pretty as Restream. I was looking into some third-party clients for the chat box, but the YouTube chat URL is gonna have to do for now. But you can see the same information. It's just not as pretty. So anyway, Toronto and Orlando. Orlando leads 2-1. Yeah, we do need to tie it up. And it is best of 7, so we're gonna play some, sim some, play some, just to try to get through this. Yeah, so next game is going to be against Orlando. But before that, as you guys know how we do it, we're going to roll the intro.
The right to bear arms is guaranteed in the Constitution, sir.
We're going to hold on to him by the nose, and we're going to kick him in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of him all the time, and we're going to go through him like crap through a goose.
Roger Vick pounded his lane for 11 yards and a touchdown after taking...
We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy Hun bastards by the bushel.
Alright, we are back. Let's close that out. And our desktop audio. Alright. Let's go to Orlando. Great intro. It's a little long, but I kind of like it. I don't know if that'll be the final form, but I think it's good for now. Kind of encapsulates a little bit of what I like. Have the old school, I guess you'd call it classic metal. Queensryche and Patton and Texas A&M and 80s. It's a decent mix. Need to watch Clark this game. I've halfway forgotten which players are on the team. Antonio McDyess, Vince Carter. Do you know Vince Carter? Oh, that's Ruben Patterson. Kind of look the same. Got Power Goggles, Keon Clark. Who's this guy? Bobby Jackson. And here's the big man, Vince Carter. And you got the home team. All right.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals as we get set for
Here we go.
And the Raptors get the ball. Jackson into knocks the ball loose.
So keep in mind we are down 1 game against Orlando, so
Clark.
we're gonna need to win this game to tie it up.
McDice. And throws it into the paint. And the first bucket for the
And
Raptors.
looks like Keon Clark strikes first for Toronto.
McGrady denied.
Brady gets
Picks up the
blocked.
loose ball. McGrady got a piece of that one with the off-balance shot.
It's 2 shots, 2 misses.
Jackson, Clark, Patterson.
How's the game audio? Is it too quiet, too loud? I have it at just about negative 35 right now.
Sends the ball cross court to Hudson.
Hudson shoots from far.
Outlaw. And the first bucket for
Oh, Outlaw with the rebound.
Ready tonight. Dribbling up court. Patterson. McDice. Clark. Reed picks the ball.
Lose the ball there.
Moving up.
I wonder if that's Tracy McGrady.
Outlaw. Hill. Patterson comes up with a steal.
I don't know if... Because I remember Tracy McGrady in
Showing his range.
NBA 2K5.
Carter showing off his range now.
I'm assuming he was in the league back in 2002.
The Magic
Audio is loud,
up
but
by
better than
3.
too weak.
Reed. Hill. Outlaw.
Turn that down, I guess.
He doesn't get the roll.
I don't know if that was because of the
Jackson.
NCAA 98 was a little bit quiet.
12-footer.
So I turned it a little bit below minus 35. Maybe that's better.
The Magic down by 5. Moves up. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Rejected.
Hopefully that's better. If not, just let me know and I'll adjust it.
And he spins with the spin.
Hudson to Miller.
13-footer. All net. Booyah.
Oh yeah, we got Don Batty. Can't forget about him.
Down by 3. And he brings it up court. Patterson.
We're up by 3 points right now.
Jackson.
Threatening 2 more.
Reed steals it. Miller.
So much for that.
Garrity with the J. It's a beauty.
Garrity sinks it.
5 feet.
My man really sees the court. Nice speed.
Dribbling up court. Carter. Jackson. Patterson. Carter. This man's got hops.
Oh, yeah, y'all.
It's Carter with the dunk. So
The Raptors lead by 3.
what I was working on earlier was the formation generator.
Under a minute to go.
The offense formation generator was actually
Reed.
a lot harder to make.
Gotta get a shot up before the buzzer.
Because I made the defense formation generator like in a couple minutes, surprisingly. Just because on offense there's more rules about where certain players can go and
Batiste.
certain things that have to be in place. Like running backs not being in front of a quarterback, that kind of thing.
Pulls down that offensive rebound.
But I think it's set.
Can I get some?
It's about 95% working.
The Magic down by 3.
So all I have to do is input a package, and then I could literally generate
Out to
as many formations as mathematically possible, which is kind of cool.
No, he can't get it to go with this one either. Pulls up.
That's what I was doing earlier. The Magic can go to Universal Studios because the Raps are going to the championship. Yeah, Universal Studios, I've been there once, and
Patterson.
it was actually kind of cool. Not a real big fan of theme parks.
Patterson.
Um,
And with the jumper. And that's
I have zero interest in going to Disney World, but I've been to like Six Flags and SeaWorld and that kind of thing. But Universal was actually I have fond memories of it. It wasn't very big, but they had some cool attractions.
The Magic lead by 1. Moving up.
Universal, the coolest thing that I remember at Universal was
Around the perimeter to Jackson.
it was like different movie sets. I don't remember exactly what the purpose of it was. I guess it was just to show you different movie sets. They had a movie set for the movie Twister, which was really cool. It was really bizarre because you would walk into this building and walk into this dark room, and like there was like grass, and there was like an old rural house, and there was like a pickup truck. So you'd walk into this room and it felt like you were like in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma somewhere. It was really bizarre. And they had like the lights and the wind and everything. And I'm guessing that's sort of how they made the movie Twister, which is pretty cool. And then there was another one where it was like a subway, so you would be in this little subway train, and then all of a sudden the subway started to like break apart. It was slow, but it would like move and shift around, and so it would look like the subway that you were in, there was like an earthquake happening, and stuff was like splitting apart. It was really bizarre. That was pretty cool. That was the coolest part about going to Universal.
The Magic lead by 2. Moving up.
Fun times. Other than that, I don't remember a whole lot from it.
Jackson.
The rest of it was... They had one or two more things of interest, but it was mostly just stores after that. Looks like Orlando's tied it up 17-17. Nice steal by Jackson. Disney World is cool. I don't know. I don't feel like it's just a place where there's just a bunch of anxious parents and children. And it's overly expensive, I would imagine. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've never been there, but from the stuff I've seen and the people that I've heard talk about it, seems like it's not really a place. It's really enjoyable.
A minute and a half remaining in the first half. Bowen. Garrity throws up a tough
Las Vegas was a little bit like that.
rolls out.
Like, man, this is a lot more glamorous in the movies.
Stockton.
When I went there, it just felt dirty.
And with the reverse slam. Booyah.
At least on the Strip, you know. I'm assuming the rest of Las Vegas is
Miller. Under a minute to go. Garrity.
maybe a little bit more residential, you know.
Defensive board. Batee.
Got a Discord message.
Garrity gets the defensive board. Bowen. Miller. And he spins.
Got a message from Mr. Sean Wignall.
Miller.
He's asking me about the formations.
The Raptors lead by 2.
I generate them
Moves up. Carter.
beforehand.
Stockton. Patterson. Stockton. Will let it go. Scores a 2. The Raptors.
Been there once myself, as well as a kid. My buddy went to Epcot, got kicked out.
Brady. Bowen.
He's a grown
Sends it out to
He's a grown man. Went around drinking at all the bars. He's funny. I think I've heard Epcot before. I'm not
Outlaw is coming
I'm not sure I remember what it is.
Curry.
And someone else says, in Europe, in basketball, the fans are very crazy.
23.
There are none in the NBA. Fans cheer, jump, and light smoke flares and firecrackers. Sometimes there are also fights. That sounds like soccer hooligans to me. Yeah, generally soccer fans can get pretty rough. In Brazil and Europe, just different parts of the world. England especially, France. But yeah, basketball is not really like that here in the States.
Now we head on to the second half. The Raptors.
Football can get like that,
Outlaw.
depending on certain cities.
Bowen. Passes it
It's not
in.
too severe though, but there's always, you know,
Bowen.
you hear about the horror stories in like Philadelphia,
Reverse dunk.
fights, and
And it's a two-point game.
whenever they win something, they
Patterson.
climb the poles and
Garrity.
flip over cars and whatever.
Outlaw.
Never quite understood that. You know,
From well within
you're supposed to like your city, right?
shooter's touch.
I'm not sure how destroying it is a celebration, but
The Magic. Lead by
that's why the
one.
police over there put grease on the poles.
Batee. Stockton.
I respect the passion in sports,
Back out to
says
Batee.
Patrick.
Curry. Sends
Yeah,
it out to
I think you can have a lot of passion and fandom without
The Magic. Down
without
by
violence.
two. McGrady. Denied. Stockton.
Because ultimately, you know, applying violence to sports
Throws up a tough one. Garrity. Gobbles up the rebound.
just doesn't make sense.
Bowen.
You know,
Patterson intercepts the pass.
sports, I think, are supposed to be, among other things, a uniting
2.5 minutes
force,
remaining in
but
the
sometimes
third
it's
quarter.
not quite what
Batee.
happens. So yeah, you can be very competitive, very passionate,
Carter.
and still have respect for everyone.
Score it.
Some people, probably a decent amount of people, they can't do that, and they end up with this tribalism over
The Magic.
a sports
Down by
team, you know.
4.
Even if the sports team means a lot to you, which, you know,
Passes
I know how that is,
lane.
but
Off
it should never get to that point.
Curry. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The shot went. He follows up nicely.
Another score. We got, what, 30 points? So we're up by 6.
Garrity finds his man in the paint with the off-balance shot.
Game's looking pretty good so far.
They better get some help.
And the Raptors want a timeout.
We got Lou coming in.
The Raptors.
Lou's not a regular player.
Oh, should have seen my man coming.
A minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. Gets it out to Hudson with the 10-footer. Nothing but net.
At Garrity.
Somebody, anybody, put a hand on that guy.
Now we're only up by
It's a
2.
two-point game again. With the spin. Stockton. Lou. Into Batee.
Ooh, he passes it out of bounds to Carter.
Takes possession.
Crucial mistake there.
The Raptors lead by 2. Moves up. Passes it into McGrady. Under a minute to go. Hill.
Got someone asking me about my formation generator.
Brady, come on, it's time to get something going. Let's see what they can pull off.
With a turnaround. And he puts it in gently.
That kid is off the chains.
Is all tied up at 30. The game is tied at 30. Dribbling up court. McDice. Reed picks up his first foul.
I saw some hostility in that one.
Antonio McDyess is gonna shoot. Free throw.
He makes the first.
Got one. Get some mojo. Need some defense. There's this little heart.
The Magic down by 2. Brings it to the attack court.
Can't quite see the chat.
He's showing us some lousy ball handling.
Need defense from the Raps.
Lou. Curry.
Oh yeah, to get the lead back to +5. That is ideal.
With the rebound. Hill.
We're gonna have to live with 2 points for now.
Only a few seconds left. Nothing but net. The game is tied at 32.
Little update on my subscriber count.
Curry.
Up to 199.
Oh, see, that ain't right. He's just showing off.
So one more sub and we'll be hitting 200.
That signals the end of the third quarter. And we
Weird.
have a close game
Weird to
on
see that number there. Alright, let's make. Should we make some manual subs? Curry. Let's get Clark in there. Get the T back in there. Yeah, we'll get Don Batty in, and then I guess Patterson come in after that once Batty is tired and Patterson's rested up a little bit more. Sucks that it's not quite coach mode. AI is gonna take your guys out. But it's something.
Now as we go into the final quarter of the game, the Raptors in the lead by 2. Clark can't figure out what happened. McGrady into Outlaw. Shoots the 3 with his first hoop of the final quarter. Oh yeah. Take the lead after the bomb from down.
Okay, so Orlando takes a 1-point lead.
Dribbling up court. Carter.
Carter comes in, dunks it.
The backboard didn't break with that slam.
And the Lord said you got to rise up.
And it's a 1-point game again. The Magic down by 1. Outlaw. McGrady. He knocked it down.
Patterson in soon after a minute.
And it's a 1-point game again.
I'll have to put him back in soon.
Batty.
Can we get this score? Clark, yes we do.
Oh, yeah.
The Raptors lead by 1. Outlaw.
Yeah, so I think this morning it was at like 198 or 197,
McDyess.
the subscriber count.
Jackson. And he spins.
So pretty soon we'll be at 200.
Bam, bang. Thank you, man. Whoa.
That man has some ups.
And it's a 3-point
Still a long way to go from 1,000, but
The Raptors lead by 3.
you know it grows exponentially
The jumper. Outlaw.
because more subs you got, the higher you're pushed up in the algorithm and all that
And it's a
stuff.
1-point
So
game again.
it'll get quicker, I hope.
The Raptors lead by 1. Finds his man in the lane. Knocks down the 8-foot.
I like to get to the point where we can do like stream parties and all that kind of stuff.
The Magic down by 3.
I think I do need like a co-host.
Hudson.
And I have a couple friends that
Outlaw.
it might be fun to have them on,
Rejected. Recovers the ball.
but schedule conflicts and all that doesn't really allow it right now.
Clark. Batty.
And I don't want to just find a rando on the internet.
McDyess.
Can't quite trust
The
people.
turnaround. Batty with the 10
Power
footer.
goggles.
Swish. All right.
Yeah, Keon Clark. Studies show that power goggles may influence your performance.
The Raptors lead by 5. Hudson.
I remember back when I had like 50 something subs.
Defensive rebound. Patterson. Clark. Jackson. Patterson.
I had zero idea what I was doing back then.
McDice.
Not sure I
Turnaround.
think I have a little bit more of an idea of what I'm doing now, but I guess it could be better.
Miller. Bowen. Swats it away.
Them kids representing. Somebody has got to make a move to the hoop.
It's like we're up by 5.
Under a minute remaining.
We got that 5-point lead.
Around the perimeter to Clark.
Come on, it's time to
Threatening
get
2
something
more.
going.
Patterson
See what they can pull off.
shoots. Oh, Lou picks it out of the air.
Moves up. Bowen. Sends the ball into the paint.
Miller takes a shot, scores 2 points.
And it's a 3-point game again. The Magic down by 3. Clark with the 10-footer. Lou.
Oh, Clark
wheels the
misses.
ball. 30 seconds. Bowen. Miller. Lou. And with the reverse jam.
Nice jam.
And it's a 1-point game again. Patterson. 20 seconds. McDice. Gets the ball out to Clark. Knocks down the 22-footer.
This guy I'm talking to,
And it's a 3-point
Sean
game
Wignall,
again.
he's friends with King Hava, who made Legend Bowl, and he makes football games himself. So we kind of
The Raptors lead
bounce
by 3.
ideas back and
10
forth.
seconds. Carter is
He's just
hungry.
asking me about
Dice.
different stuff about my formation generators.
Jackson. Clark. That's the horn. This one's over. The Raptors win game 4, 43-46. And they come back
If you
from
can get
behind
50
to
a
lead the
month,
series
that would
2-2
be ideal
in the
at the
Eastern
moment.
Conference
1K is a good milestone.
and the Magic.
YouTube will give you more of a chance to show your product.
Tell you what, yo, couple more games like this, and I won't ever have to cut my fingernails
Yeah,
again.
50 a
This is
month.
the type of game
I think
that
I'm
the
getting
fans
like
love to see.
a
The
little
Magic
bit over
should've
10
won,
right now.
but unfortunately, they were playing not to
Um,
For Stuart Scott, this is Brett Musburger.
a little bit over 10, and
You've been watching ESPN.
I think YouTube allows you to monetize at 1,000.
ESPN.com. You're watching the NBA on ESPN.
That's not really the milestone, just because I know that ad revenue is just a minefield, and then it's not really reliable. So really, I want to build a good subscriber base, people that are interested in the stuff that I'm interested, not just retro sports, but classic 80s music and that kind of thing, movies, all that stuff. More so a community. And once you have a community that people like to be a part of, usually some kind of monetization comes with that. So we win 46-43. Close one, but we do get it. Let's see who... I guess Ruben Patterson took the lead with 12 points. Oops. Here we go. Keon Clark was close behind with 10. McDice only 4 points. Okay. Series is tied 2-2. Remember that there's 7 games in the round, and we've played 4. Let's go ahead and play the next one. We're going to be at home this time. Oops. We'll be at home this time, and then we'll sim the rest of the round and see what happens. Not sure how I feel about more than one game per round. I do like the one game knockout in a tournament.
It's game 5 of the conference semifinals.
At most three games. I think anything above 3 is just too much. Like, you've played 3 games in a row, there's no way it's a fluke, you know.
And now for the PA announcement.
If you lose best out of 3, that's on you. Here are your Toronto Raptors. Next franchise mod I do for basketball, for NBA basketball. Aside from this, I'd like to do a Phoenix Suns franchise.
The ref gets set to toss up the opening tip on ESPN. Game
All right,
of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
game 5. Here we go.
Hudson gets the ball.
This is the year, coach.
Three-point bomb. With the turnaround. The
We'll
shooter's
see.
touch.
Straight off the meat rack.
Keep in mind, it's only year 3. We've played 3 seasons so far, and to make it to the playoffs in year 3 isn't bad. Do your thing, Carter.
I like this guy. How he creates the
That is Tracy McGrady.
Reed. Outlaw.
So hopefully we don't have one of those massive letdown games.
Swishes the shot. The Magic lead by 4. McDice.
I forget which one of my players play better on the road or at home.
like to see that effort out there.
Outlaw. Hudson. And throws it into the paint. Spikes the ball away. All net. McGrady.
Okay.
So far he has scored 4 points.
We're down 6. Carter comes in. No score.
Goes to the line. He makes his first shot.
Get the mojo from the teammates.
Clark reels in.
Always thought that was a weird tradition.
11 children.
He is off a meter.
Does it boost confidence? I don't know.
The Magic.
It'd be cool to see a study on that.
Outlaw. Reed.
Do something like, 10,000 free throws.
Skip pass to Hudson. And he misses again.
Fundamentals lacking a little confidence on that one.
10,000 free throws
Into
when your teammates touch hands, and then 10,000 without. To see if there's any
now have 5.
discernible difference. Need a good effort here
The Magic.
from the Raptors, and good things will happen.
Outlaw with the 10-footer. The shooter's touch.
Oh, that was a nice dime.
The Raptors.
Well, we're back within
down
3.
by 3. Passes it into.
McDice, the nasty,
Good thing the backboard didn't
brutal dunk right there. Boom.
Was just blown away.
The Raptors down by 1. And he brings it up court. Outlaw. Hudson with the 3-point bomb. Now this guy can put some points on the board.
Is that a 3-pointer?
Touch tonight.
Yeah. Ouchie. Depends on the player.
The Magic lead by 4.
Depends on the player with the hand.
McDice Carter.
Depends on the player with the hand slap.
The ball into the paint.
Free throw line percentage. Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to see if anyone's studied that or not.
The Magic lead by 2. Dribbling up court.
Probably not, because it's kind of not really a point of interest, but just out of curiosity, I think that would be interesting. Hudson will shoot it, hit or miss.
McDice. Carter. Clark with the turnaround. Drops in a 2.
Keon Clark
The Raptors now have 11.
putting in some points for the team.
The Magic lead by 2. Moving up. Reed. Hudson.
Hudson with the spin moves.
Under a minute to go.
Mr. Tasmanian Devil shoots it, gets blocked.
Finds his man
Oh, he
with
tries again.
the rebound by
Denied,
Reed. And with the reverse
but it's
slam,
dunked by Don Reed.
brings it to the attack court.
Down by 4, 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
McDice
Jackson shoots, gets it.
from 25 feet. Outlaw. Hill with the 18-footer. The ball. He follows up nicely.
Nobody boxed him out.
Not much time to go. McDice. Carter showing his range. He follows up nicely.
Now that's how you get your team hyped up.
Dribbling up
And I can
court.
hear that that audio,
Hudson.
it's like a whining sound.
That's a foul on Hudson. That was a little too strong. The Magic lead by 1. Carter.
Trying to check out the audio.
Dice with a turnaround. No. Not this time.
Somebody better start hitting
Yeah,
those
it's
shots.
got that
The end of the first quarter.
I don't know if that's the microphone or I don't remember that sound. I really don't.
We are set for the second quarter. The Magic up by 1. Carter into Patterson.
Yeah, sorry about that little whining sound.
Jackson.
I can really hear it.
Passes it into the denied.
Wonder if it's, I don't know what it is.
They're passing
Probably
too much. Somebody's gotta
some sort of static interference
Moving
on
up.
the mic on the
McDice
mic jack or something.
with the 10-footer. And he hits the first basket of the quarter.
That was a serious dime.
Or something else.
Moves up. Outlaw.
I think it's the microphone though.
Hudson. Throws up a tough one with a 2.
You have to pressure that guy more.
The Raptors. Down
Remember I bought
with the
these.
off-balance shot. Scores a 2.
They're Bluetooth.
The Magic.
But the
down by
bass
1
is really high on these by default.
with the off-balance shot. Drops in a 2. The Magic.
It's kind of hard to hear
Points.
me. It's hard to hear me already, but if the the bass is way up, even more so.
Blocked perfectly.
Outlaw. Passes the ball into the paint. Patterson. Gobbles
Clear
up
on
the
my
rebound.
part. Only heard the mic move once.
McDice. Clark.
No, it's like a high pitched sound. It's like
Patterson. Carter. From well within his range. Vince Carter. Showing off his range now.
some kind of interference of some kind.
Just knocked it down.
And the Magic call a timeout.
It's not the microphone picking up a sound. It's the something with the jacks, the inputs, the outputs, the cables or something. I don't know.
Raptors lead by 2.
The cables are touching other cables, but
Bowen
I don't think that should matter.
the ball into the paint with the off-balance shot with the two. McGrady now has 4 field goals. The game is tied at 23.
Carter shoots. Gets 2 points.
The Raptors lead by 2. Moving up, Bowen. Hudson. Bowen. Hudson passes the ball into the paint. Throws up a tough one. Knocks down the 10-footer.
And the Lord said you got to rise up.
The game is tied at
All right, game's tied 25.
McDice.
I could get like I could just get a better headset.
Carter.
'Cause I really like having the mic just on you.
McDice.
But I could attach like an arm to this old table I have here, and the mic would kind of be like right there or something. I could do that.
McGrady. Jackson is there to intercept the pass.
Eventually, though, I'm gonna have an actual room to do this stuff in.
With the spin. Oh, baby, what a dunk.
It's gonna have all my posters and my memorabilia stuff,
The Magic down by 4.
my A&M shrine.
Court. Hudson and throws it into the paint. Flies in for the slam.
Need the home crowd to push the Raps past the line
Six
here.
field goals. Patterson. Carter kisses the ball off the glass.
Can I get a witness from the congregation?
Vinny Carter.
The Raptors lead by 4.
So now we're up by 4 points. Tracy McGrady to Bowen.
And he spins.
Out of bounds. We get a bit of a break there. Mr. Power Goggles is going to throw it in.
Not much time to go.
Long pass to Patterson.
Two off the glass.
He is off the meter.
Now has
Easy
4
two.
field goals.
Vinny Vince playing well.
Magic down by 6. Moves up. Outlaw. Hill. Hudson. Knocks the ball.
Good block. Let's get another block.
Hudson. Denied.
That's 2. Let's make it 3.
McDice.
Rebound will do.
Rebound.
Shoot it.
Jackson. Patterson.
Ah.
And that's the end of the first half. The Magic 27. The
All right, so we're up 6. It's 2 possessions.
And now the second half of the game is about to begin. The Raptors in the lead by 6. Jackson. Carter. Jackson. Carter.
Time to go to the basket. Too much passing around.
Vince Carter
Jackson. Carter. Puts up a
with the
shot.
deep shot.
Running down. McDice
Rebound to McDice.
scores the first bucket of
2
the second
points.
That kid is off the chains.
The Magic down by 8. McGrady. Hudson.
Hudson, easy layup there.
That was an easy shot.
So far he has scored 7 points.
That's all right though, because we're up by 6.
Jackson. McDice with the 18-footer. Bowen cleans up the glass. Gets the ball.
Didn't really need to take that risk there, but okay.
This evening.
We can afford a little bit of that right now.
With a 12-footer. McDice grabs the rebound.
Makes up for it with a rebound
Jackson.
to Jackson.
Clark. Jackson. And he spins.
Spins and the layup.
You know what, Brick? That is straight up hand.
Need some defense here, says Patrick. Well, I think we got it.
The Magic down by 8. Outlaw. Passes the ball
Tracy
into the
McGrady.
It rattles out. And with the reverse
Outlaw
dunk,
with the reverse dunk. The backwards dunk. Still had a 6-point lead though.
the Magic down by
Alright, here's the old man Stockton.
Curry with the spin around the perimeter to Stockton, and he spins. Lou swipes the ball away.
Did you see how high he got up?
Looks like we got the
Ball spins
bench
out.
warmers
Now, Britt, those guys are
in,
intimidating
except
the paint,
for
making them change their shots.
Vince Carter, because
Finds his man.
as you guys know, Vince Carter never gets tired.
Nice shot.
Tonight his field goal percentage is 50%. Dribbling up the floor.
His stamina goes up.
Carter with the swipe.
That's his first block of the game.
Reed. Armstrong.
And
McGrady.
barring injury, we really don't need a
Let's see what they can pull off.
replacement power
Armstrong.
point guard. I think that's what Vince Carter is, right? A point guard.
Reed
I forget.
knocks in a two.
That was a great shot.
Or is he?
The Raptors lead by 2. Carter blows
Whatever SG stands for.
Batiste. Hill cleans up the glass. Miller.
I forget. Forgot the names of these positions.
Hill
Got center,
gets the ball out to Armstrong.
power
They
forward,
can't keep him up.
small
Strikes the
forward.
ball away.
That ball almost exploded when he hit it.
Lou gets the defensive board.
point guard, and what?
Batiste.
Shot guard, small
Sends the ball
guard.
into the paint. Muscles his way to the rack.
Vince is a shooting guard. Yeah, different S word. Shooting guard.
Stockton. Curry. Call with a 3-second violation.
My man just got a couple of pieces of wood, rubbed them together, built up a fire, got some hot dogs, and set up camp.
Hill. And
I'm
throws
so
it.
used to seeing football positions that any other position abbreviation just makes zero sense to me, especially in soccer.
Not much time to go. Drops in a 2.
He is off the meter.
Is all tied
And it
up.
makes perfect sense once you just look at what it means. It's just
The game
I'm used to
is tied at
seeing
37.
QB, HB, RB, LT, LG, C,
Stockton. Carter.
CB, all the safeties.
You have to take care of the ball.
Which, by the way, speaking of positions in football,
Miller. Only a few
I've
seconds
decided
left.
that I'm only going to have 10 positions
Batiste with the
of
defensive
players.
board.
Instead of having like
Brings it up court.
center, left guard, left tackle, all those
And that's the end of the third
subdivisions,
quarter. We have both
I'm
teams
just going to have one position called OL, offensive lineman. And you'll be able to put those anywhere on the offensive line.
Welcome back to the game.
And same thing for the defensive line. There's no defensive tackles, there's no defensive ends necessarily. There's just
Back out to Armstrong.
DL. That's it. So you can put them anywhere on the line.
Made his kinfolk so proud. Pookie and them, and Ray Ray.
And then
Moesha, Moesha, baby daddy.
Oh, what a
same thing for running back.
Now, Brent, that
There-
could have broken the basket.
There's no like fullbacks or halfbacks or
Come on, how do you get through the defender?
You can't
everyone's just running back, RB.
Big mojo. Let's see if they can
And,
break out their opponent's momentum.
You'll have to decide where to put them.
The game is tied at 39. Dribbling up court.
There's only 10 positions. You have QB, RB,
Reed.
sorry, quarterback, running back, tight end, wide receiver, offensive lineman, defensive lineman,
Passes the ball
linebacker,
into the paint.
defensive back,
Brings it in himself.
kicker, and punter. That's it.
Man, this guy's got game.
The Magic. take
So
the
got an
lead
even
once again.
10.
Moving up. Patterson. Curry. Stockton.
Tight series, big quarter. Yeah.
Around the perimeter to Stockton.
Oh, Stockton finally sinking one.
Quarter.
He's got the touch tonight.
Take the lead after
Is that a 3 though? You looked pretty close. Enough to take the lead.
down by 1. Brings it to the attack court. Garrity. McGrady
So unless we break away, it's going to be a close game till the end.
They better get some help.
And it's a one-point game. The Raptors down by 1. Patterson with the spin. Gets the ball out to Stockton. Carter. Stockton.
Let's go, Raps. Play with your computer heart out.
Slushes the shot. And it's a one-point game again.
Yeah, we need some of that digital determination.
A full timeout is called by Orlando. Stewart.
I'll tell you, Brent. Well, that was a good time to call a time, because you gotta stop the bleeding.
Digital determination for the virtual victory.
The Raptors lead by 1. Reed. Denied.
Vince Carter
Pass to. 2 minutes
up by
remaining.
1. Still got 2 minutes left.
Miller intercepts the pass. Garrity. And he spins to the hoop.
All right.
And it's a one-point game again. The Magic.
Okay, we're down by 1.
Patterson. Carter. Passes it into.
Patterson shoots, scores.
Eight-footer.
Can I get a witness from the congregation? Dog, I can barely hear myself think in here.
McGrady.
The sun's finally coming out today.
In gently.
Oh, yeah.
It's been raining all day.
One-point game again.
Need to go out there and get that vitamin D.
Clark. Sends the ball into the paint.
I realize that
Let it go. Reed.
I've been trying to walk outside a lot more lately,
The Raptors. Down
just to
by
get
1.
that direct sunlight exposure.
Reed.
What is going on here?
Somebody has got to make a move to the hoop.
The glory of the AI. Look at this.
Time to go to the basket. Too much.
We're gonna wait till the last second.
Will let it go with the clock running low. Fires it.
They still
Nails
scored.
it, too.
All right.
And it's a three-point game.
Milking that clock. I guess it wasn't that bad for them, actually.
Patterson. McDice. Clark. Patterson. McDice.
Yeah, getting that sunlight is really important. Not just for vitamin D production in your body, but also just for general mood.
Pressure's on now.
Especially if you work inside a lot. Especially on the computer. You
Yeah.
work long hours on the computer.
The game is tied.
You know, your mind starts getting cloudy and it's like hard to focus.
Throws
Just
up
go
the
outside.
foot.
It just totally lifts you up.
Jackson. Carter. Clark.
Even if it's not sunny, but if it is, it's
Clark.
perfect.
Jackson. And throws it into the paint. It's a good
Boom.
The backboard didn't break with that slam.
Can I get some?
Yeah, walking is good for anxiety, and sunlight in the morning is really good for you. Sunlight anytime. I usually get it around, I try to get like the height of the day, like around like 12 to
Lead by 2.
12 to 2 or maybe even 3. It's typically when the sun is like the brightest
Rotate the ball better and get everybody involved in the
out here.
McDice.
People like to walk in the shade. I want to be just
mustard in that one.
And
in
the
direct
Magic
sunlight.
pressed for time.
The Magic.
I want to feel the sting
Good time
of
for
the
a
sun.
timeout.
I figured a lot of stuff out about programming my game, just outside walking, thinking things through. So anytime I'm just completely stuck and I can't figure something out,
49-51. And they are one win
I just
away
go
from the
outside and
Eastern
walk
Conference
around and
Finals.
kind of think about it,
And
talk
the
things
Magic
out.
Lose a close one on the road.
And usually by the end of that, I have some kind of solution to some new thing to try.
The Magic should have been playing to win.
So
but unfortunately,
walking outside is
they're
just
playing
really
not to
helpful.
lose.
This is Brett Musburger along with
Alright, so
Stuart
game
Scott
5
saying
ends.
so long,
Orlando
good night.
falls 49 to 51. So we win 2 times in a row.
The worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.
McDice takes the lead with 15 points. Had a lot of big scorers. McDice, Patterson, Carter. 3 double-digit guys. Did most of the scoring. A little bit of points from Clark, Jackson, and Stockton with that 1 3-pointer. Everyone else had zeros. So we scored 51. 32 were, I guess, inside the... 32 were 2-pointers and 6 were 3-pointers, I guess. Or wait. Yeah, we made 3 out of 6 3-pointers. Orlando made 1 out of 7. Yeah. So they seemed to be shooting a lot more from inside the paint. I think we had, or at least there was more distribution across the paint. Ours were really close to the inside. Cool to see all those shots. All right. So that's the end of game 5. We lead it 3-2. Let's go ahead and sim this. All right. We win that one then. Let's see the result. The last game we simmed, we won it 45-46. That was a close one. We started out behind 2. Well, behind 1, because the series was 2-1 Orlando. And then we won 3 times in a row. Nice. Okay, so we made it to the conference championship game. Toronto and Cleveland. That's your favorite team, right? Patrick, Cleveland? Phoenix and Minnesota. Okay, so out of Phoenix and Minnesota, assuming we beat Cleveland, I want to play against Phoenix in the finals. That'll be a good game. Phoenix and Toronto in the finals. Place your bets. What's the over-under? I think it'd be so hilarious to have like a sports gambling, but virtual. That'd be kind of fun. Not like with real money, well, that would be funny too, but just notionally. Just like look at stats and make predictions. That'd be fun. So who did Phoenix beat? They beat Sacramento pretty handily. Only giving up 1 game. Same thing with Minnesota. Only giving 1 game to Dallas. So Sacramento and Dallas were both whipped. It'll be Phoenix and Minnesota in the whatever conference that is. East, West? I forget how it works in the NBA. So I'm tempted to sim a couple games, but I want to save that next time. The next time we'll play a few of them and sim the rest, kind of like we did here. And then we'll find out who gets to go to the NBA Finals. So big achievement, I would say, here in year 3 of the Toronto's franchise. Again, all this is a win for us in year 3. We had some close calls. Toronto, Milwaukee. That was a tough one. It didn't look that great starting out against Orlando, but we won out and got to the conference championship game. Suns minus 110, Raps plus 120, Dallas plus 160, Minnesota plus 180. In game money line to win it all. Yeah, you better save that. Copy that down somewhere. If you're going to commit to that, save it and let's just compare. Alrighty, folks. I think that's going to do it for me. Thanks, Patrick, for being in the chat. Yeah, that said, that's going to do it for me, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.
Do your thing.